Good morning. I'm Reverend David Owens, and welcome to another session with Think Upon These Things. And today I want to go to a passage of the Bible where Paul talks about his time, where his conversion, when Jesus met him on the road to Damascus, and Jesus enlightened him and sent him on to a street called Straight, where he learned about him. Now, Paul was a man who had plenty of knowledge of the law of the Hebrews. So he was well equipped to be able to speak to somebody about the salvation of Jesus Christ. So he was very adept at speaking, very adept at teaching. He was a rabbi's rabbi. But Paul says after his conversion, he doesn't go right away to the church. He doesn't go right away to Jerusalem. What Paul does is he says he went to Arabia and then to Damascus. And what he's talking about, when he spent time in Arabia, it was in the wilderness. He was in the wilderness for 3 years before he came out and started to preach the gospel. Now, why did he do this? He did this because he wanted to spend time with God. He wanted to make sure about his call. He wanted to secure his call in God by spending time with him. Now, if Paul, who was all knowledgeable, could go and spend time with God, trying to see what he wants, trying to seek his will, what about us? What do we do? If we're lucky, we give God 2.5 hours on a Sunday, and then we repeat the cycle next Sunday. But time spent with God is important. Time spent with God solidifies your relationship with him, solidifies your understanding, brings forth revelation, and allows you to move accordingly by the will of God, according to the will of God, realizing that this power in you is an investment that God has made to go forth and to seek and to save those who are lost. But that needs you to spend time with God. You spend time with God about your concerns. You spend time with God about your family. Spend time with God about your own inadequacies. But spending time with God is important and should not only be done on Sundays at a certain time, Saturdays at a certain time, but all the time. God promises his presence all the time. That means he's always available for you to spend time with him. I hope these messages have been a blessing to you. God bless you. We'll see you next week.